It's time to tackle the wallpaper. So we're in the tiny house today. There's this thick, weird wallpaper all over the place. I was inspecting, looking around, and it seems like they did a really good job putting the wallpaper edges behind trim, and the trim is attached with tiny brad nails. I don't know how to get them out without messing them up. So I'm gonna try to just get the wallpaper off. I looked around and I found one tiny spot where it's overlapping, not under trim, like where they met two pieces and it's not under trim. So I'm gonna try to start peeling there. Hopefully it'll be satisfying. Hopefully it'll come off easy, and then we could move on to painting. So, totally different wallpaper situation than I saw on any of the YouTube videos. So I don't think the wallpaper is glued to the wall at all. I think it's stapled on under the trim and just stapled on all over the place. So we aren't dealing with glue, we're dealing with like staples. And it's not drywall under there, it's like some sort of wood panel. Mystery unfolds. Actually, of course, once I turned the camera off, I was like, what if I just pull? And I was able to just pull on this and pull it out, and you could see that there was staples like behind the molding there, and I just pulled and they came out. But then over here it ripped, and so that's stuck in there. So I don't know what we're gonna do. So I think I'm just gonna try pulling, and this wood is kind of pretty. There's a little mold under here. Uh-oh. Okay, so that mold was scary. I opened all the windows, and I'm gonna start a new area, and then I'll go get, I think I have some mold spray at my house, so I'll bring that back later. But for now, let's work on another area that hopefully does not have mold behind it. Okay, oh my god. Looks so much better in here. Yeah. I just want to take a sec before I leave for the day. Got paint chips here. Looking at colors. I'm all hot and schwitzy. It's super hot here in Portland today. I just wanted to reiterate and sort of celebrate for a sec how excited I am that the wallpaper is taken down and the walls are ready for the next step. I'm not an experienced DIYer, as you can tell. Just a few days ago, I was like, how do you take trim off walls? How do you remove staples? How do you remove nails? And just a couple days later, a few trips to Ace Hardware. Shout out to the friendly people there. Some tips from my dad, who came by and helped give me tips about what to do. I learned something. I know it's not rocket science, but it was new to me, and it always felt very empowering. A bit about my background. I'm a lawyer. I practiced for 10 years, federal and state litigation and administrative law, and I went to law school. I took and passed 2 bar exams, one of them in California, which is super hard, and at the time I think it had a 48% passage rate. Still remember that. So I feel like I've learned a bunch of stuff and felt accomplished in different ways, but I've always wanted to learn how to do this stuff. This like hands-on changing stuff. I'm doing this project, this whole thing, because I just felt like I could, if I gave myself time to. And I felt really inspired by, I guess I should rewind and say, as my kids napped throughout the years, I spent a lot of time while I was holding them as they were sleeping, when I wasn't sleeping myself, watching different YouTubers and Instagram accounts that like really inspired me. One of them being the Trans Handyman, one of them being Hannah Lee, Roots and Refuge, So the Land, and different. Some of them are homesteaders, and some of them focus more on like construction and house stuff. And anyway, I felt really inspired. Like I could learn this too, and seeing them do it felt really empowering. And I thought maybe seeing a 43-year-old former lawyer mom with no experience doing it might be empowering for you. I will figure it out along the way, and I just feel super proud that this first step is done. Next step will be preparing the walls. Tomorrow morning, our contractor Anne and her crew are coming to do some things to the tiny house that I do not even want to attempt, like a new skirting around the base. They're going to replace the flooring, put a new floor, fix the ladder, put in a railing, fix where the air conditioning is, because we're going to, my husband and I, mostly my husband, are going to replace the current AC unit with a mini split, which is more energy efficient, and has heat in it, because currently the tiny house has no real heating source, and I bet it gets cold in the winter. So we're going to make sure it stays nice and cozy in there. Anyway, so all that's starting tomorrow. Tonight I get to go home, take a shower, have a chill night with the kids, and be back at it tomorrow. So today we're in the garage of the new house. It's super hot here. I think it's in the mid-90s here today, which is a lot for Portland. And I am painting the boards that are going to be trim and the bottom of the deck of the tiny house. We picked paint colors yesterday. This color is called Dusty Lilac. Very stoked. It's like a light lavender or dusty lilac. It's kind of like exactly how it's named. So we're painting this, and my kids and I already got one coat. I'm gonna do the second coat. And yeah, painting feels real. While I was painting, I was having two thoughts. One, this garage can be my wood shop. My husband has a lot of tools. He gets super stressed out when I'm using the tools. I don't put them back in the right place. I have to ask him where things are. He organizes it his own way. It would be so cool to have this garage be like my dream workshop. One downside is it might be noisy for people who come and stay, but I'd only be here during the day, like when the kids are at school. And hopefully maybe if I'm making something cool and they see what I'm making, it won't bother people so much if there's noise. It finally cooled off here in Portland, back to sort of normal summer Portland weather. Hanging out in the garage feels really fun. And a bunch of, I think it's called Hardy Board, got delivered yesterday. It's not wood, it's like a mix of like various byproducts. It's gonna be skirting around the tiny house, because right now there's kind of like a weird gap between the bottom of the tiny house and the ground. And so this is gonna be like a nice skirting. It's already primed, so I'm gonna paint it. And my contractor's gonna start installing it next week, so I only have a few more days to get all this painting done. So here we go. recap of the day. It's Thursday evening. I'm starting to realize I need to pay attention if the camera is running out of batteries, because halfway through my epic haircut of that, I think, hibiscus bush, the battery died. So you didn't see my victorious moments. Turns out a lot of it was dead, and so I was able to just break it by hand. But I was able to save quite a lot of it, so hopefully it'll feel better with its new haircut and be able to grow back stronger, which is exciting. Anyway, so tomorrow will be lots of painting, which I'm feeling good about. I did paint that little section, I just did the trim. I was going super slow. I was trying to do all the steps I learned on YouTube. I recorded some of it, but my kids were playing around and helping me for some of it too. So I don't think I was able to capture all of it, which I think is just how it's gonna go. And I did spackle, and I was so proud of myself. There was this area that looked like a dog had like clawed at it, you know? And I spackled it, and now it looks great and like semi-gloss, and I'm all excited. My dad came over this evening, and he was like, what spackle did you use? I used the wrong spackle. I used the spackle you're supposed to use for drywall, not the stuff you use for wood, like trim, which is the wood putty or whatever, another stuff I have. I just didn't realize that you had to use different stuff. So anyway, so hopefully it will hold up even though I use the wrong stuff. If not, I know the right stuff to fix it, and I know the right stuff moving forward. There's just so much to learn, y'all. Like it's a lot of learning. It's cool. I'm realizing why everything felt so intimidating. I mean, even like the paint can, to get the paint can open felt hard. You know, I know how to pry open the thing, but there's like this new spout thing that I could not figure out how to open. Just stuff like that. Things. Oh, and also like the caulking gun, turns out I got the wrong size caulking gun for the caulk, even though they were right next to each other at No Homo Depot and they seemed like they go together. They did not. Just like tons of details to learn. Anyway, I'll be back at it tomorrow, hopefully painting a lot. And thanks for coming along.